Hi, I'm Cam Edwards with another example of media misinformation. This time it's part 2 of our 10-part series, fact-checking Mother Jones' fact-checking of 10 pro-gun myths. I know it gets a little confusing, but we'll pick it up with myth number 2, which they say is guns don't kill people, people kill people. They say people with more guns tend to kill more people with guns. The states with the highest gun ownership rates have a gun murder rate 114% higher than those with the lowest gun ownership rates. Depends on where you, by the way, want to cut this off. Also, gun death rates, they say, tend to be higher in states with higher rates of gun ownership. Now, what is a gun death rate? Well, that would include suicides as well, but we know that there really is no correlation between gun ownership rates and suicide rates. If so, then Japan would have a very, very low rate of suicide instead of it being twice that, more than twice that of the United States. Now, when you go back to more guns tend to kill more people with guns, take a look at 2 U.S. cities. The blogger David Burge, Iowa Hawk, did this. Looked at Houston, Texas, looked at Chicago, Illinois. Now, Chicago, Illinois, as we all know, is a gun-free paradise. It's Mayberry on Lake Michigan, right? Houston, Texas, meanwhile, I mean, that's in Texas. It's Thunderdome down there. Strange thing, though. In Chicago, the homicide rate, 18 per 100,000 people. There are no gun stores in Chicago. There are no gun ranges in Chicago. There is no way for you to legally buy a firearm in the city of Chicago. Houston, Texas, you've got plenty of options, including retail establishments, not just specific gun stores. There are hundreds of places for you to legally purchase a firearm in Houston, Texas, and yet their homicide rate is less than 10 per 100,000. Still higher than the national average, but not nearly as high as Chicago's. We'll be back with another edition of media misinformation before long. But in the meantime, be sure to tune into NRAnews.com for the latest Second Amendment news and information each and every weekday.